my stay woke. Name is creeping. Oh, don't you close your eyes. Let's see. Am I live? Are we live, baby? Trying to figure out how to. This is just gonna have to be good enough. Guess I'll play some lo-fi stuff in the background.
What happened here, sir?
All I ever wanted was a normal life.
Don't we all? Let's put this over here. Let's see. Is there anybody online? Gavin, what's happening? Hopefully my stream doesn't get cut off like it did last time. I don't know if it was because of the music I was playing or because of what I was talking about last time. But it got cut off. What up, what up? I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Still alive, still healthy. I'm working on some random project ideas, as you can see. I have like this comic idea that hit me earlier this weekend. So I'm just following that curiosity, so to say. So you're going to see me flipping back and forth a lot because the idea, and I'll flip through it in a second, is like I have this image that I drew of like this woman that was like painting this picture. And I wanted to like make a story out of it because I've been teaching a comic making class, crazy enough. And it's been actually forcing me to, in a good way, to actually do comics. Because before that, I just wanted to do comics. And then somebody was like, hey, Justin, can you teach some children how to do this? We will pay you to do it. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. And it's this place called 601 Studios out in Flowood that I've been working at. And it's been a lot of fun, honestly. I've been working with them since June of this year. I think June 1st was, the first day that I worked with them. Oh, shit, I forgot this line right here. June 1st was the first class. It was on a Tuesday. And it was 12:30 to 1:30. But now that school has started back, it's going to be from 4 to 5. And I'm pretty sure down the line that's going to change again because, once daylight saving time hits, that's going to be the differentiator of the schedule. But, yeah, what you been up to? Lame Lance 22 was happening. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. So that part's done. And let me do this one. And like I said earlier, because Lance just got in here. Well, Lame Lance just got in here. You're going to see me flipping back and forth between the two pages a lot. Because in this part of the little story that I'm developing, the girl, she made this picture. It's really abstract, as you can see. And this guy, that she knows, he walked in and brought her some coffee. And he's like, oh, wow, this is pretty incredible. Like, what's the story here? And as she's explaining the story, I'm going to call it like the Sun Warrior and the Water Princess or something like that. And then I gotta make up a whole little story for it. But that's what's going on at the moment. Gavin said nothing much, trying to paint and survive. You got an awesome thing going on right now. Appreciate that. Amber, what's happening? Amber is like one of the greatest people you could ever meet. She will get you in shape and you'll have a great time doing it. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. We need to like meet up one day and do some painting, cause I paint a lot, but not as much as I really want to. And I was thinking about the skate park earlier today. I kind of want to do some stuff there. Like my skills with spray paint isn't as sharp as it used to be, so I may do like a combination of like spray and house paint, if that's cool. If not, I'll just level up. Victoria, what's happening? And all facts. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all in just a second. Like, I'm doing like a rough ink job with this because the paper that I'm using, like, it's a Strathmore watercolor travel journal, and the paper is pretty tough. So as you can see, like the lines are kind of like skipping here and there, but it's cool because that's actually what I wanted to do. So before I start inking, let me double check. Yep, that's good. And that's good. Okay, so yeah, so the quick version of this story, like I said earlier, and I'm reiterating for people that's just walking in, it's based on a drawing I did a while back, where this lady is like painting, and I'm adding to that story because I've been teaching comic making lately. So I figure like I should do comics about like everyday stuff. And in the art world, though, you know, there was a series, not a series, but there's like a form of art, I guess you can call it, where the subject matter is just like everyday life type stuff, and they call it genre painting. And I believe it's like French, from like the French art movement or whatever. Where it's like you're taking everyday situations, like people at a coffee shop, you know, and doing paintings of that. Or like, this is around the time that, you know, electric lights were really becoming a thing, you know, street lights, because when you think about it, they really haven't been around that long. But people would do paintings of the street lights because it was just such a new phenomenal thing where it's like, so we can actually be outside later and it not kill us, you know, because animals and crazy people. So they would do these paintings of like street lights and night scenes and stuff, bar scenes, stuff like that. And I'm planning to put this part in color, either digitally or, you know, just paint the actual pages. Either way, I'm going to make a copy of everything first so I can have a record of it in case I don't like it. I could always change it up on the computer. Kaylee! Bradley, what up? Another phenomenal artist. She does really cool, like abstract-ish collages. And also architectural stuff. So definitely check out Kaylee's artwork if you haven't. Let's see. Okay, once I finish this, I'll do a quick flip through to give you everybody a preview for people that stuck around. give y'all a preview of this story. And in the meantime, like, tell me what's going on with y'all. How's your day been? If you have children, are they enrolled in school? What do you think about everything that's going on? Because honestly, if I had kids right now, they would be homeschooled. I would find the time. Let's see. Yeah. I'm definitely being more careless and carefree with this one. Because usually I like my lines really crispy. Kristen Robertson, what up? How you been? Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. And right now the story doesn't have words. I almost said the story doesn't have lyrics, but the story doesn't have words at the moment. Ooh, I need to redo this. This line isn't dark enough. Yeah, we go. But I'm gonna go back and add them later on. So let's see who all here. Gavin's still here, Victoria's still here, Amber's still here, and Kristen. Alright, cool. So here's the story. So it's paint. I like the idea of the titles, like in old cartoons where they're like so-and-so or this other title. So Painter or Paint Her, a mini comic by Justin Ransburg. Alright, so first page, you open up, there's this lady. Like I said, she's at home, chilling, doing her thing, painting. And then I turn the page, got some nice detail shots. She's like dipping her paint in water, like to clean the brush off, or to grab some more colors or whatever. Then, painting down, painting up, painting down again. Turn the page, and you got these different strokes that's happening, and your girl is over here working hard. Like, look at it, look at that sweat beads as she's holding her palette. Then another close up of the paint water that's sitting next to her on the desk, and she's just taking in the painting that she made. Got her reference pictures on the wall, holding the palette again. Thank you. And as she's working on it, this guy, her friend, comes in. He's like, yo, I brought you some coffee. That's what it's going to be here. Lord, yo, I'm back. I brought you some coffee. And then he's going to say something along the lines of like, it's really coming together, And it's kind of crazy that you did this in like 20 minutes or got this far in 20 minutes. You're going to be like, oh, thank you. And he's going to be like, so what's the story behind this one? Which is where the page that I'm currently on, thank you. The page that I'm currently on is coming in. And none of this is written out. It's just me drawing stuff as it comes to mind. So this next page, I'm going to put like the two of them again, and she's going to be like drinking the coffee. He's going to be kind of thinking it over. And I don't know where it's going to go from there. So let's find out together. Looking awesome. That's awesome. Looking awesome. Cool. I'm glad y'all like it. I have been on a journey lately. Things have been going up and down, but I'm still here. And as Childish Gambino said on one of his songs, if I'm breathing, I can handle it. So, just having to recalibrate here and there. And with this, I'm trying to be as loose as possible on the page. It's gonna come out some more. That way, the inking is the dominant feature on the painting. Oh, on the painting, on the page. Is this going to be a coloring book, or are you going to fill it in? I was thinking about that earlier. I think what I'm gonna do is do like scan it in and then make it to where it's available as a coloring sheet or a coloring book, and put it on my website, and then do like my own version of it that's like colored digitally or actually color the actual pages. Because like this paper, y'all can't tell, but it's like amazing to work with. And because it has like a clothiness to it when you're writing on it. Yeah, and the absorption of the ink or whatever kind of liquidy is made for watercolor, so it's really nice color wise. All right, I'm gonna be flipping back and forth again, so I gotta make sure I get her painted in accurately, drawn in accurately. Because I'm noticing when you do comic stuff, it's easy to forget like little details, which is why you always have to have like your reference sheet. And to talk about my students a little bit more at 601 Studios, like those kids are a trip. Like they catch on so fast. And one of my students, Gabriel, like he was drawing his stuff out, and he would make the panels so tiny that he would have like 20 panels on one piece of paper. It's like, Gabriel, this is cool. However, I can't really read it. But I didn't really even have to tell him too much. He kind of self-corrected, because I always bring example comics for them to flip through. And he slowly like started correcting himself on it. Because one of the things I'm learning about teaching art is like, you really just need to show people kind of what they already know, but also like give them an example if you can't, because you don't want to like push them in a certain direction that they may already know something. So like the first 2 or 3 weeks when I was teaching them, it was me kind of figuring out what they already knew, and going from there. So he's gonna be like, "Oh wow, I need a different smile." He's like, "That looks too worried." Okay, that'd be cool. He's gonna be like, "That's amazing." Oh, I'm not gonna show this one to the students because they're all like 10, 11. But now that I'm figuring out how things work, I know exactly what to tell them. Gabriel was trying to make a novel in a coloring, but he really was. But yeah, he's an interesting kid, because like he feels like one of those kids that saw the Matrix too early, and he asks questions in class like, "What is a voice?" Like, Gabriel, I'm not going down that road with you today. What do you mean, what is a voice? And it's funny to watch like the other students kind of react. It's like, what do you mean, what is a voice? Singing, the thing that you talk with, that's a voice. He's like, yeah, but what is a voice? And I think he asked those kind of questions because like either because he saw the Matrix too early, or the fact that he's homeschooled, so he gets a different version of learning. I'm not sure which it is. I'm just like, this is hilarious, and I love this class. And yeah, some of the comics that I give them, I have to remember to give them stuff that's like age appropriate, because all of my stuff is like for teenagers and above. So I know some books that I definitely can't take to them. But out of all the ones that I have, it's like 10 that I can. So, uh-oh. Sorry about that. So she's like sipping her coffee. And he's just like, oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, maybe I can have him, because he hadn't really been on the scene as much yet. So just looking at it, she gets the coffee. I gotta make sure I remember to put the heat coming from the cup and from the lid. Text message. You are killing it, dude. This is such a cool project you're working on / teaching. We gotta paint tag together again. Yeah, man, definitely do. Yeah, just let me know whenever you're available. Like, this week is kinda open. I have some stuff that I gotta finish, but I can space it out. Kids are hilarious, and they say pretty much whatever is on their mind. And one thing he taught me, Gabriel taught me, was about Finnish mythology. And it's like, I would not have thought about mythology in Finland if it wasn't for this class. Like, what is that? What do they even believe? Like, I'm probably gonna, now that I'm thinking about it again, I'm probably gonna look it up once I get off the live stream. Let's do that there. Boom. Go back to his face. And the lady in her underwear. Sideburns, got the ear. Okay. His eyes are like the most important part right here to me. Gotta put his eyebrows. He's like, yo, that's freaking dope. Really want to sell that. He's gonna be like, are you gonna enter this in? Are you gonna enter? Is this gonna be a part of your exhibit? Or is this for like a contest or what? Yeah, an important thing about like doing this kind of stuff and having a reference sheet is that you want to make sure your characters look consistent across. Like, I like what's happening here, like with these faces and her faces. They're on model, so to say. Let's see. Only a homeschool kid would know about Finnish mythology. Really? For real. Because I definitely didn't learn anything about Finnish mythology in JPS. No discredit to them, because they were like, yo, we got to teach for this test so y'all can pass this ish and get out of school. But how much different would, people's lives be if they learned about Finnish mythology instead of like Greek? Like, I already know Gabriel's life is going to be different. And speaking of, like, everything that's been going on with the virus, they sent kids back to school today. And my thought is like, why not just homeschool your children? Like, is there a law in place that says they have to be in school? Like, do they have to be in school? To quote a meme with my hands. Because I don't think they do. as long as you're learning the information, it's like a lot of the stuff kids learn nowadays is on the internet. Now, you can probably get a better education on Skillshare. Totally not sponsored, but one day maybe. JPS gave us the basic. Yep. Yeah, I definitely learned like a few things that I was not supposed to learn, so to say, through JPS. Because like I used to sell candy in school, and they were like, "No, you can't. You shouldn't be selling candy. That's illegal." I was like, "Man, this is gonna just be my first foray into crime." So, so I definitely learned about economics on a from a first hand basis. Thanks JPS, but I had to stop when like one day I dropped all my change in class, and people started picking it up. I was like, my stomach sank. Like my heart sank into my stomach, and my stomach fell on the floor. Wait, let me look at this. Okay, yeah, we good. And then my stomach sank into the floor, and I was just like, never again. And then I took art more seriously. So now we see where that led to. That entrepreneurial spirit has always been a part of me. Because, like, I was part of the marching band. You may know this, Amber. Because I was part of the marching band, and my folks wouldn't let me get a job. Because I was like, oh, my friends have jobs. I want to get a job, too. And my folks were like, no, you're in the marching band already. You need to keep your grades up. You can't be in the band and be doing school and be working. Now I know, like, that's really what the real world requires of you. But, so my way of, alleviating my financial woes was to sell candy. Which I did. And I had a regular customer until he moved away. Like this one kid, like I would buy Kit Kats for like $1 back when you get 10 of them in a pack. And then I would resell them for like $0.25 each. And he would buy like the whole pack. He would give me $2.50 every other day. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we had homeroom together. And then he moved away. I was like, I lost my best customer. I think his name was like Ken or something, if I remember right. I hope he's doing well and not eating that many Kit Kats. But yeah, that happened. Then I dropped all my change during my lunch hour class, which was art. People in the class started picking it up. I was in the room sobbing silently to myself. Single thug tear fell. And yeah, from there I decided they gave me some of my change back. But from there I was just like, nah, let me do something else. That's how I knew I should never be a drug dealer, because no, that ain't lucrative. I started keying on a Kit Kat habit. I did, but I was trying to make money, Amber. And the funny thing about it, my folks were okay with it. I think I may or may not, I probably did not mention to them that I wasn't supposed to be selling candy at school, but they didn't mind. Because my mom would drive me to the store to pick it up. Let's see, they want more infections because they know kids can't stay 6 feet apart. Shoot, really though. Because it was a lady on the news down here earlier that was just mad at JPS not JPS, at the school systems at large, because they have the desks arranged to where like the kids are basically like right up on each other like this. So they probably have like a seat here, that kind of arrangement. I was like, no, that's not cool. Let's just go ahead and homeschool these kids for the next, year or so until this variant takes its course or rides out or whatever. Because I'm hoping one day COVID is like similar to the flu, where you can just go get a flu shot. Like spacing out the time. Like I know the vaccine is a thing, but there's still like issues with it that they need to work out, in my opinion. But yeah, one day it'll be similar to the flu. Like, oh man, Johnny got COVID again. And it's like, is he all right? Yeah, he just needs a few days off. Okay, cool. Will he be all right in time for the tournament? So let's just keep practicing. He'll be cool. Just like, oh, he's out with the flu. Just keep your fluids up. Drink your soup and whatnot and water. He's hella excited for this painting. That's not even his. But yeah, because he likes to see other people shine. And I may make this like part of the overarching bigger story that I've been working on loosely. So be on the lookout for that. The fact that people are on here watching me draw this gives me more accountability to actually get that done. I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but I'm going to do my best to like keep up with it. So if y'all randomly ask me like, yo, how that project you were talking about going, keeps your boy accountable. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Gotta make sure I don't give them too much hair from the last panel to this one. I'm sure kids now use Cash App. It was better. Oh, Kit Kat. Wait, it's better Kit Kats than crack. You're right, because if I was born in like the 70s and I was going to high school then, back in the 80s or whatever, I would definitely, according to logic, been selling crack instead of Kit Kats. Like, say, bro, I got this candy, chocolate covered crack. Dang it, I missed that line up. All right, let me stop talking about drugs. But yeah. Oh yeah. So how have you been lately? Because I feel like I'm rambling. That's like my one thing about doing live streams. I know what to talk about, but I don't know what to talk about. So what's going on in your life at the moment? I saw that you recently moved. I'm also trying not to get too heavy-handed with this too, because like it's easy to get heavy-handed on this paper. But if you're not careful, you can like create an indentation in the other paper. On the other side of the paper, excuse me. That's definitely not what I want to happen. I actually like hearing you ramble. It's soothing. It's because of I guess I have a voice for radio. Cause like, I guess I guess I don't mind rambling then if you're listening. Years ago, one of my neighbors, when I was living in Houston, like we would talk on the phone. Like she used to live next door to me in my apartment. This place called Nubia Square. and she had recently like moved out because of like a crazy issue that happened with her ex-boyfriend. And we got closer as friends or whatever. And I remember talking to her for like 30 minutes where I was explaining something. And after a while, she was just kind of like, "Hey, I did not hear anything you just said. I got lost in your voice." I was like, "Oh, um, okay. I didn't realize my voice was so soothing." So since then, I realized I got to use my voice for good and not for evil, because it's so easy to use your voice for evil. But Perry, what's up? All the pen on the paper is ASMR. I think that's the right acronym. Yep. Oh shit, you can hear that? Maybe I should record like ASMR videos. It's like, hey, so today we're going to, you know, draw some comic book pages, and I'm gonna just tell you random stories. Hopefully, depending on the time of day that you're listening to this, it may be a bedtime story, it may not. Maybe a story to start your day off in a soft way. But just know, whatever you do today, it's gonna be awesome. Make sure you get enough rest, drink you enough water, eat a meal. If you forget, set a reminder on your phone. It's all good. We have too much technology around today not to be able to take good care of ourselves. So let's get into it. What's up, my brother? I'm doing well, Perry. How have you been? I'm out here plotting my ASMR channel, my YouTube channel, which I actually do have a YouTube channel. I just have not posted to it lately. So, hit up the link in my bio if you want to subscribe to it and keep me accountable for uploading. Because I have the videos, I just got to go back and add lyrics on top of it. Got to add some words to it. And now that I know that me rambling is actually nice to somebody, I don't mind doing it. Like this video, like I'm gonna save it. I'm not going to leave it as a post. Like once it's live, it's live, and then I'll save the video and like add it and maybe edit it down or something. You should read Aesop's Fable next time. You know what? I just might do that. Because there's this place, Coffee Pros, that has used books. And, I want to keep supporting local places. So maybe I'll copy of it rather than like finding the stories online. So let's see. And I appreciate the support, Perry. So let's see. I'm gonna go through this again because Perry just showed up. So far we have the name of the story, Painter or Paint Her. It's a mini comic by me, Justin Ransburg, on Strathmore watercolor paper. Very clothy. Lovely, lovely paper. So it opens up with this woman. She's like, at her house, in her studio space, chilling and painting on her underwear. And, oops, hold up, skipped ahead. You get a detailed shot of the supplies, her dipping her brush into the paint, down. You got the paint going up, and you got the paint going down. And then it's going around and around and around, boom, boom. And it's like, she working hard. Like, look at that sweat, Perry. The lady is working hard. And she puts the brush down, looks at what she's created. Guy walks in. I may put like, now that I'm looking at it, I may put like a sound effect here where the guy's like walking in. And he's like, yo, I got your coffee. And it's like, oh, that's pretty dope. So, what's the story behind this? You know, she explains the story about like the Sun Warrior and the Water Princess. And then he's like, wow, that's amazing. Are you going to enter this in a show or is it going to be a gallery piece? And now I got to figure out what I'm going to do on this page. And I have, let's see, let's give it a count. Oh, what's up, Jessica? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pages to complete this story that I'm making up as I go along. And this is like probably as on the spot making it up the longest I've gone on a story. So maybe like let's do her face here. And I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. It's kind of sitting on the same desk as what I'm working on. So like maybe her face here. And she's looking like upset. I may change this, but now she's looking upset like Or maybe there's a life lesson I put in here, like, yeah, it was gonna be part of a show, or it was gonna be a commission, but you know, sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. Double checking again to make sure I keep her face the same. Close enough. Like, lips a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. Boom, 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 boom. So I guess let's take a vote. Should it be like it was going to be part of a show, or it should be like it was going to be a commission piece? It was a commission piece, however. Dead Dreams Club. Hello. She lets him add something to it, and it actually turns out to be dope as fuck. Okay. I like that. So she's like, okay, let's combine them then. So it's like she has this look on her face where it's like, yeah, it was supposed to be a commission piece, but you know, they didn't pick it up, or they decided to do something else. And then she asks him like, do you want to add something to it? He's like, me? What? No. And she basically just makes him do it, and he's just like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. I see why you paint. Sketch her in real quick. Coffee down here. Slumped over shoulders. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you. You're dope too, Jessica, whether you know it or not. I'm also glad that you got you something to eat today, because I saw your Instagram story. You over there working hard. All for the cheering. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, outfit. Make sure her outfit is on point. And on model. Yeah, boom, boom. I mean, I know all she has on is like a tank top and underwear, but still, I want to make sure like everything is okay. Make sure I just had a funny look that I'm gonna put on his face. Make sure everything is like on model again. He's just like, did I say something wrong? The ears over there to be fine. Okay, that's the hair. And I'm sketching this out like really. Thank you, LOL, and right. I starved today. It's like you were working so hard that you forgot to eat. Like it happens. I've got to call you about my book we're doing together. Yeah, hit me up. Like I'm working on one now that I'm planning to finish. Not this. This is like a side thing that I'm doing. I have a book for a client that I'm working on, and I'm kind of going back and forth between this and that. But once that is completely done, I will be free to work on it with you. So let's do that eyebrow like that. Boom, boom, boom. He's just like, boom. Put a little sweat drop. Because, what manga is complete without the sweat drop? Make his face a little more realistic. Just like, yeah. Struck a nerve there, guy. And like, neither one of these people have names just yet. It may not have a name, honestly. Don't worry, I'll fix this hand. I'm just positioning it. Just change where the cup is. Change the hand that the cup is in, or she's actually holding it with both hands. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm not really going for perfect accuracy on any of this. Matter of fact, okay, so I know what I'm gonna do. Like she's gonna explain her story about it being a commission that didn't go through, and then over here, she's gonna say something like, "I'm gonna go get dressed here, add something to it." Excuse me, to kind of go as like a callback to this panel because I really like this panel. Yeah, she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna go get dressed," and she's gonna walk away. And then he's gonna be over here going through it to be like, "I don't know what to add. It's already great." And before she leaves, she's gonna be like, "Don't worry about if you mess up because I can always fix it. Because acrylic paint is very forgiving." Or even simpler, it could be like, my coffee needs sugar. Like she drank it and was like, coffee needs sugar. I'm gonna go put on pants. I'm gonna get sugar and put on pants. So add to the painting if you want. The dialogue can be added later. The action is really what's most important. Okay, boom, boom. Lady Tina. Oh snap, got some name suggestion. Cool, it won't be till like end of next month, beginning of October. Alex and Chris, Island and Justin. I mean, Island's a cool name. Let me stop, LOL. I'm taking all the suggestions. I'm at least giving them a chance, because, like, if it work, it work. If it don't, we can always fix it, or change it. Either way, it's fun. I think I like the idea of like her just walking to get more to go put on clothes and like get sugar for her coffee. It's probably gonna be a little funnier. Either way, she's gonna tell him like add something to it. And I don't know if anybody's noticed, but she doesn't have a nose. Why don't she have a nose? I don't knows. My bad dad joke. But yeah, her face kind of works with or without one, which is interesting. Mark, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. I literally just noticed she didn't have a nose. Yeah, the cool thing about art is like, unless you point it out, nobody notices. But again, I think her face works without one. Like quite a few of my characters I've been drawing lately don't have a nose. Good, good. Boom, 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 bang, boom. Ba-da, boom, ba, boom. I feel like I should have taken a picture of like the sketch lines first, but it's not the end of the world. I actually like it better with just these like soft touches. Wait. She didn't want to smell the paint, I guess. Huh. I mean, to some people, the smell of paint is a good smell. Like I like how acrylic and house paint smells, but oil paint is just like, ugh. How do y'all paint with this stuff? Like, this is sending me out the room. Cause like it takes up the whole room. It's just like I am, like oil paint is like celery in a way. Cause like celery, when you put it in something, it's just like I'm here. I'm celery. What's happening with you? I mean, I'm good for the body, but man, you gonna taste me. That's what oil paint is like to me. Like you can almost taste the oil painting. And I guess after a while it becomes, you get accustomed to it and it actually becomes a good smell. But yeah, it's just kind of strong. That's like her shirt. Boom, boom. Body positivity. Because everybody has a body. See Alice. Is that Cassandra? I believe it is. What's up? Got people stopping in for a moment. All over the world. Let's see. Okay. I think for like dramatic effect, I'm gonna make his line a bit thicker. Just because he's so close up in the page, or on the page, excuse me. Let's see. Oh, I guess another random thing I can talk about, like the little disc that I'm using, is something that I actually put together. So I took a piece of wood and I added legs onto it as like a miniature table. And then it was like my first experiment, one of my early experiments with resin. And you literally bringing the pages to life. Yes. Eric, what up? And the day I tried it, it started raining. So all these little holes that you see, it's actually the water that got stuck in it. And then, as the resin was curing, it evaporated. And it turned out really cool. Like I would do it again now on purpose. That first time it was kind of an accident. But funny enough, like the holes on it don't affect me as far as being able to like write on it. But yeah, it's coming together. What up, what up? I'm making a comic book, my guy. That is probably going to be like a coloring book at some point once I finish it. And it's kind of surreal, like drawing this on live, and having everybody like watch it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this regularly. But now that school's back in session, it'll be earlier in the day in case people want to watch. So like maybe 5, 6 o'clock our time. For people to like relax and wind down to. My new mission in life is going to be like to become a lo-fi channel. Because Kelly Stamps is a YouTuber. If she can be a professional meme, why can't I be a lo-fi station? So I'm going to be a professional lo-fi station. Speaking of lo-fi, like the music that's playing, if you guys want to check out the music, it's called Lo-Fi Coding Mix. And there's a picture of Izzy from Digimon on it. He's like drinking some, what I'm guessing is like tea out of like a big container. Double check real quick. Yeah, got the fro. I'm gonna thicken his lines up just a bit. Lo-fi YouTube channel, I like it. Yes. I'm gonna get some business cards that says lo-fi channel. Justin Ransburg, professional lo-fi music channel. And people gonna be like, oh man, I'll check you out. And then then when they get on, they're gonna be like, what? But you're drawing. Yeah. Because lo-fi means low fidelity, so it's gonna be like a channel where everything's relaxed and laid back. Shut up and enjoy the art. Don't ask too many questions, or ask all the questions. I'm not the boss of you, unless that's your thing. Then I can tell you, go to my website and buy stuff. Help a local charity. Make sure you drink enough water. Hire Amber to be your personal fitness trainer, because she knows her stuff. Hire Eric to do edits, because he knows his stuff too. These are the benefits of being a professional lo-fi music channel. Oh man. Let's see. But Eric, what's going on with you today, dude? Lo-fi vibes. That's a t-shirt. Hey, lo-fi vibes. I like that. It has a chilled cow reminiscence. You get what I'm trying to say. It's reminiscent of chilled cow. Sure. Yeah, got that. Maybe I can put that on. Stay hydrated. Maybe I should maybe I can work that into his shirt somehow. I'll think a little bit more on it. I'm gonna give her a little, because I grew up watching 90s anime. Boop. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, and here's the kicker. Like, this one is gonna be where the paintbrush is. No, it should tilt. It should tilt a little bit more. Like that. So I like when pages do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm actually working on a video now. Good. Because videos are dope. How long have I been on here? Oh, wow. Huh. I guess they changed it up where you can be on here longer than an hour. Neat. Let's see. So down here she's gonna be like, while I go get my sugar for my coffee, while I spruce up my coffee, add something to the painting. And like, speaking of staying hydrated, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Wait, ha, sucker! I got some water. Thinking ahead of myself. Part of being a professional lo-fi channel, aka lo-fi vibes, is making sure that people stay hydrated. So shout out to, Amber and Eric for that collaboration right there, making sure the homie stays hydrated. I love it when that happens. You go there, get something, and it's closer than you think. Yeah, it's. Let me show you. Like, it's literally sitting right there.
Electric car travels from 2.
Electrifying America. With over 600 ultra-fast charging stations across the U.S., your electric car can go coast to coast. Click to learn more.
So she's gonna be like, I need to dress up this coffee and put on clothes. Or dress this coffee up and also dress myself. He's gonna be like relieved because he thought he said something like triggering. So instead of 2 panels, this would just be 1. Because the paper I'm working on is relatively small. It's like 5 by 8. So 5, 8, or 10, 8, or 8 by 10. 8 by 10 as a whole spread. Oh, so I don't have to draw much. I can draw like her hand, grabbing the brush here. And if this doesn't work, I can always erase it and do it again. So like, boom, boom. That's gonna be the brush. It would be kind of gross, but I could probably draw her like spitting out the coffee. That's kind of gross. Let's not go that route. But do keep the distressed kind of look. Where it's like, this does not taste exactly how I thought it would. Double checking to make sure her face stays the same. Yep. And we're gonna do the hair like so. I agree. Yeah. Hydration. Yeah, what's your video about, Eric? Actually, let me make this panel bigger. Because I don't want her head just floating. So let's cut this one down some. And then bring this one down a bit. Alright, makes sense. Make her face a little more pointed and round. I need a regular eraser. All the pens and pencils I have in this world, and I can barely find one. Just kidding, I got one. Here it is. Another random story. This is a pencil that I picked up from an art store back in 2016 when I went to LA for the first time. This place called Raw Materials. It's in downtown Los Angeles, and I realized that California is a different place because you know how you can ask somebody like, "Oh, how are you doing? How are you doing?" You know, just kind of shooting the shit, so to say. And the woman that was helping me figure out where stuff was, like, she was just brutally honest. She was like, "Well, today was actually shit." So that's what's going on in my life. And I just did not know how to react to that because I was not expecting that much honesty in my day from a cashier at the art store. But I'm so glad that she said that because like this place is real. I mean, I know it's a lot of fakeness in California, but this is real. At least this moment was. I need to change her lips up. Stand up too. So I'm sitting down for at least an hour straight. Mr. Triv, Mr. Triv, Mr. Triv, what up? Let's see, Eric said, "Oh, you know, more tokusatsu moments of the year. I've kind of been taking a break from it." Oh, okay. That's only one I can appreciate. Gotta have the realness in an art shop. Heck yeah. And I think because of that, I probably bought more stuff. Like, not just because she was having a shit day, but because of her honesty about her shit day. Go back a few pages. Nope. I'm making them too small. That's what it is. Let me just do a quick. Okay. Yeah. Boom, boom. know they look racist at the moment. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix them. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, make sure I get her hair right. Because it curves a bit more here. More 90s manga and anime inspiration. He's like, the print on his shirt isn't that high up, so let me erase it from here. And then she's gonna say, while I'm make sure I have space for the dialogue right here. While I'm doing blah blah blah, add to this for me. It's your birthday. Okay, cool. Boom. And I think what I'm gonna do for the paneling, this bottom one's gonna be open. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around the object like this. Cut this little piece off, that little piece off. Boom, boom. Wait, let me reposition this so y'all can see what I'm doing a little better. Or at least I think you can. Let me know if that's better or worse. There's a meme I want to imitate here where the guy's like sweating real hard. I don't know which one it is though. Because that one dude is like super funny to me. It's like I'm waiting for him to do one where he just like goes way too far and it's like, dude, come on. He's like, sir, give me that thing, that suspiciously sexual looking thing. But sir, it's a plant. Give me that plant. Okay. Okie dokie. I can see it. Jake Franklin, what's up? If you're still here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll straighten up panels and stuff. That looks better. Boom, boom. Okay. Right now it looks like a giant blunt, but we'll fix that to make it look like a brush instead. Boom, 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 boom. And now I need some reference. Wait, what hand was she holding the coffee with? Both of them. Perfect. Because now, in the reader's mind, like you can't see the coffee cup here. You see that she's grabbing it with her left hand. I would have so many erase marks on those pages if I was drawing. Yeah, that's the beauty of like this pencil that I'm using. It's like a lead holder, and the the lead that's in there now is 2H, and 2H is like super light, which is like why it may be showing up dark on here, like on the camera, but on the actual paper it's like barely there. Like it's a few. There may be a few spots where I have like eraser marks in here somewhere. Like this whole page. Okay, this page. When I did this one earlier, like there was a panel, a square panel, rectangular panel here, rectangle panel there, and you can't even see it like where it was. But thank you for the compliment. I take compliments. If they could pay my bills, I would have them all in a store locker and give them away for free. Oh no, don't mind me. That was weird. So let's see. That's some good ass paper and quality work. Malik, is that you? Oh yeah, this paper and this pencil, like, it's one of those things I wish I had. A combination of those things I wish I had found earlier in life. So I really like watercolor paper. Make it where you can't really see her arm. Just, I don't know. The foreshortening is gonna be super weird on this. It's not something that I usually do. No, I don't like that. Let's erase that. Let's erase all of these. Because I do not feel like drawing all of that again. What I'm gonna do, we are going to make a panel that don't make sense. We are going to put her speech bubble here, right? Boom, boom. And then this panel is gonna end right here. And that's gonna become a new panel. And this bubble might even overlap. I'll make it make more sense in a minute. But for right now, this is what it looks like. And then we're gonna give her a bottom of the page. Okay. Cool. Mogul-minded me. Stacy, what up? Stacy is also a phenomenal artist. If y'all haven't seen his work, you should definitely check it out. He was like part of a project called Bitterroot, and man, that comic is great. I need to get the rest of the volumes, as a matter of fact. Just go boom, boom, boom. So, I'm Stacy. I'm finally doing it, man. Like I'm practicing comics like I said I would, because I've been teaching a class out here in Mississippi at this place called 601 Studios, and I did not want to be a hypocrite to these children, so I'm actually practicing comics. Okay. All right. This panel makes sense. This panel makes sense. These two don't, but they will eventually. So maybe I can do it like this and make it like that. And then she's saying something about the coffee here. Just gonna say so bitter or something like that. He's just like, hey, what? This looks great, man. I see you. I just wrote an essay. Hey, either way, like, the story's phenomenal. You were a part of it. And here, let me do another flip through. Now that we got one more person in. Hang on, let me. Okay. Change the angle a little bit. Alright, so current story. Alright, so painter or painter, if you've seen it already, get you something to drink. This is your chance to get you some water. Stay hydrated. Water is life. In the meantime, I'll do like a quick flip through for Stacy. So we got this lady. She's like in her studio. She's painting. Close up of the materials. Her dipping her painting on the canvas. More painting on the canvas. Playing around with like the panel work. And she's putting in, hours here. She's a lefty. And she's sweating. And then she puts the paint in the container. And then takes a moment to look at her piece. And then her friend comes in and is like, yo, or her intern, I'm not sure who he is yet. He's like, hey, I got your coffee. And it's like, oh, the piece is looking great. It's coming along. What's the story behind it? She gets her coffee. She smells it. It's like, so it's actually, while I'm looking at it, let's go ahead and put some steam lines on here. All right. Bubble like, what's her number? I mean, as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. But so on this spread, like she's explaining like what the painting is about. So it's like the Sun Warrior and the Water Princess here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is like put a bubble here, like a speech bubble there, speech bubble here, speech bubble here, which is why there's that extra space there. Let me be the intern. Oh man, he the intern. I mean, I guess so. She has her own studio, so like she just be painting in her underwear. So he. So she tries the coffee, and he's like, "Oh wow, that story's phenomenal. Is it gonna be part of a show or something?" And then she looks over here like upset. And he's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "The coffee is so bitter." And he's just like, "What?" It's like, "Okay, well, while I go get some sugar and some cream, add to this painting for me." And she passes him the brush, which leads to like this page that I'm still working on. And all of this, let me see, it's been about an hour and a half now. I've done, I think I have this page done already. So I did I? I think I did. I did this page, these two, this one, and now this one, all within this live stream. So now I'm going to go ahead and I promise you he ain't remember anything she said. That's why he forgot the cream and the sugar. That's what it is. I mean, you can't really blame him though. Like, I'm amazed that he remembered to get the coffee at all. And yeah, that's the story so far. And another friend of mine, Jessica, kind of contributed to the story in a way of like they do like a collaboration. So that's where that is coming from. So this whole story is collaborative now. Because I have like the basic idea, like it. God, dope, bro. He passed her the brush. I would have forgot my own name. Appreciate it. Yeah, so she's gonna pass him the brush so he can add to the painting, and where it goes from there, I'm not sure. And it kind of works in conjunction with like another story idea I have, um, where this guy basically wants to make art for a living, so to say. And I was gonna take it down a sci-fi route before, but I think I'm gonna do something else with that story. So this one is probably gonna be included in there. So he's like an intern, her intern or whatever. And there was some name suggestions. Like I think one of them was like Island and Justin. Um, there were Alex and somebody. Alex and something that Jessica said. But that would be funny. Make it like a comedy kind of comic, where it's like you were staring at my butt again, weren't you? That's why I don't have. That's why I didn't have cream and sugar in here. And he's gonna be like, well, guilty. Snot, what up? I would have forgot my own name. Would have been like, hi, my name is Cream and Sugar. My name is Cream and Sugar. Yeah, I gotta make sure I save this live stream because this was fun. Or has been fun. The gang's all here. Yeah, man, it's a whole party. And for those that don't know, Snot is an incredible graffiti artist. I got a chance to paint with him. I'm gonna keep him as mysterious as possible because I know sometimes graffiti artists don't want, their names to be seen and unless you see it on the wall. But I got a chance to paint with him on Juneteenth earlier this year. And yeah, the man does really great work. Man in the big sense. Because, keeping his identity a secret. Because you really don't know, like, if you think about it, how many people have seen Batman, right? Who's to say Batman is actually a man? Batman could be Batwoman. Only criminals that have been caught by Batman have seen Batman. Yes, please save this. What did Amber say? Yes, please save this. Okay. I definitely will. Yeah, I kind of want to play around with the video feature on my website. So I'm gonna see if I can upload it there. If not there, I'll put it on YouTube. Hopefully, I won't get a copyright strike. If I do, I'll just re-upload it. Copyright strike, I won't stop this train. Okay, that's her hair here. So the panel goes there, goes here. Hey, it's pretty incredible. Like the time that we live in. Like all of us are in different parts of the world, and like able to spend time together. Like, that's incredible to me. Okay, do that. Continue this down. Pull it down like that. I'm gonna just outline everything that's happening here with the panel itself. If it ends up looking weird, I can always fix it later. Kim Art, what up? If you do blame it on me, the intern. He saw the bubble and forgot what he was supposed to be doing. It was definitely like an Erykah Badu moment. Like when what's that, the video Window Seat? Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Erykah Badu! What? When did this happen?" And she was just like, "I'm out here living my black girl magic life, trying to get this window seat. Don't know why, don't nobody mess with me, you know." Let's see. All right, this panel's gonna be regular, so it's gonna actually, well, no, it's gonna be framed a little bit by this one. I can fix this. I kind of liked it in theory, but in actuality, it's kind of weird. We can fix that later. Ooh, I just thought of something else. So like, he's gonna like add to the painting, and it's actually gonna turn out to be even. Andre, what's happening? Love the minimal lines. Yes, that's kind of like, it's one of those moments where it's using the advantages or the disadvantage as an advantage. Cause like when I'm making the lines on this paper, it's watercolor paper. I noticed that it kind of skips around a little bit. It's like, okay, well, let's just make that a stylistic choice because it kind of looks cool. But like once he adds to the painting, it's gonna end up looking dope. So she's just gonna be at the door, like watching him paint. And it's like, yeah, he's been talking about doing this for a while, so thought he needed a kick. And I'm trying to make sure that my hand doesn't block y'all's view. Let me know if I'm doing a good job or not. Yeah. Yep. It's like keeping little details in mind is probably the hardest part of making a comic, from what I've discovered. Because like this paintbrush, for example, the little ring parts on it, what is that called? I should know the names of like brushes and the parts of it. But the little part that holds the bristles onto the wood, I have to make sure that the one that she's using has 3 every time it shows up. Otherwise, it's gonna look off. It's like, wait, man, I thought the brush had 3 things on it, 3 rings on it, versus like these 2 that you just did, and then people laugh at you for eternity. Or at least that's the fear. Nobody's probably gonna care. They're gonna be like, oh, you forgot that. You should fix that. And like, I'll fix it in post. And then like her shirt, like the straps are kind of thin here, but I keep making them thick for some reason. Green-haired artist, yo, gang, is Mugen. Is this your comic book or is this something else? This is like a side project comic idea that hit me over the weekend. And I had this like drawing that I did a while back of this lady that was like, painting a picture, and I just wanted to expand on it. But given the feedback, I might make it part of that Only Rans section I talked about on my last time doing the live stream. Because Wolf reminded me of that, Andre. It's like, well, time to make that a thing now. Don't worry, this can be fixed later. Gang. Boom. Good enough. Tony Joe, what up? Yeah, but since everybody's here, like, what are y'all up to tonight? And thank you for taking the time to hang out with me on here. I really appreciate it. Could have been anywhere in the world right now. But you here. Listening to my ramblings and lo-fi in the background. Because I have now become a lo-fi music station. It's a bit from earlier in the conversation. I'll make it make sense later. Okay, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, I see what looks weird. Like this part kind of looks a little wonky. You know how to fix this? Here's how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make all the other lines around it thicker. Because nobody knows it's a mistake unless you tell them. Am I right? Because a funny story that I heard, what's his name? Neil Gaiman? Gaiman? He has this speech on YouTube called Make Good Art. And a funny story about the movie Coraline is when he was typing it, he actually wrote Coraline instead of Caroline. And it was like, Coraline. That actually looks like a real name. So that her name could have been just Caroline. And we would have not have known any different. But Coraline is a cooler name. It's more dynamic in a sense. Alright, so that side's done. And I also think putting this extra outline around it makes it stand out a bit more. So whenever you can, turn your mistakes into something great. And pretty much every time you make a mistake, you have that opportunity. So let's turn it this way. I'm gonna read the comments in just a second because they're coming through. Let's see. Okay, I'm good on ink. It's just coming out weird. So I'm gonna grab a piece of paper, put it on the side, do some scratching. Make sure it's not the pen. It's most likely just the paper making it jump around like that. Jump, skip around. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Hey. How are you gonna color it? So, I'm thinking for the original, like the pages themselves, I'm thinking about doing watercolor. But for like I'm planning to scan it as well and do digital, because like digital coloring just is so much faster for me, and there's less there's less room for error. So that's the plan right now, Stacy. And I'm also going to have like a black and white version available in case other people want to color it. This really could be the new PBS art show, Lines and Vibes. Hold on. Lines and Vibes. I'm also a lo-fi channel. Lo-fi channel. But make art. Boom. Let's see. Oh, let me get the proper ampersand here. Boom. I'm just editing photos and getting ready for school tomorrow. Oh yeah, school has been a crazy situation. I wish you the best for this year because it's gonna be different. No mistakes, just happy little secrets. Yep. What's that? All American Rejects. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Except these secrets are happy, and nobody knows that I made mistakes on these pages, but me and y'all. And I trust you guys with my secrets when it comes to drawing these crazy lines. Because you have no reason to blackmail me. Lines and Vibes. There's your show or YouTube channel. I wrote it down. Michael Jackson feels like he screwed up standing on his toes. That he's the only one who caught the mistake. For real. Ed Eric, yes. Lines and Vibes. And Only Rans are now reality. Jess Nicole. Hey. Watercolor. Ooh. Digital watercolor. Ooh. Great channel name. Alright. Lines and Vibes. It's going to be art and lo-fi music. So I'm going to change that. Hey, it's Juana. Be Beautiful LA. What up? How's it going? I'm glad you're here. Stacy's here too. But yeah, it's gonna be my new lo-fi art channel, Lines and Vibes. So I need everybody that's here to keep me accountable to make sure I upload to it. And I'm actually going to make a banner and everything. So I guess what would be the best route to go? Like quick tutorials, or would y'all rather see like the full out drawing like we're doing now? Because I want people to watch, but I don't want to take up too much of people's time because I try to be courteous as much as I can. Because either way, it's going to be available to watch. But I don't want people to watch it for like 5 minutes and then be like, all right, this is boring. But the fact that everybody's here now tells me that it's not boring. So I appreciate that. Oh, I got into this bottom line real quick. Everybody's gonna finish off this panel. Boom. I like the unofficial writer of your website. Yep. Because like the stories that you've made based on the artwork that I've made have been pretty incredible. Let's see. Now that page is done. I like this pen. Yes, so crazy enough, the pen itself is like a pretty cheap one I got from Walmart. Called, sorry, Energel permanent gel ink from Pentel, and you get 2 of them in a pack for like $3. And I'm really loving the way that at first it was kind of an annoyance how it kind of skipped around on the page, but I'm liking how simple and kind of loosely tight it's making the lines. Do it. I'll be reminding you about that banner. Appreciate it. Eric holding me accountable. So it's coming together. So now let me see. She gives him the brush and he's like, how should I do this one? Ooh, okay. So in this panel, he grabs the brush because, boom, this is gonna be 2. So he has the brush in hand here. So he's like looking at it or whatever. Excuse me. And then he looks over towards her. And she's down here like, all right, I'll be back in a moment. Excuse me. How much paper do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, snap. Okay. I mean, I have an extra of this book, so that's not a problem. But I want to tell this story as a one shot, meaning that you tell the whole story in one chapter from start to finish. If it goes beyond that, it's fine. But yeah, she's gonna be walking away. So she's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some cream and sugar for my bland coffee. uh, Maybe he's like looking down at the brush. Ooh. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. I'm gonna sketch this one out because ideas keep hitting me. So he's like, holding the brush, looks like a baton, but it's okay for now. Boom, boom, boom. Then he turns and looks this way. I have to do another like side angle again because it's funny to me. It's just like I may come up with another panel later, but kind of like where this is going at the moment. So we're just gonna stick with this. Okay. And that's a little too upset. Eraser, where'd you go? Here we go. Let's see, what's this thing? Let me go back and read some comments. Alright, that makes the little lo-fi vibes. T-shirt. If I make these things, don't be like, oh, you actually made it? Okay, I was just joking though. Because once I get an idea, I run with it. He's more like more like the distress kind of anime look. That's what you get for getting her drink orders, intern. He's like, okay, I guess I'll do it. And then hold up. Finish this page, Justin, before you move to the next one. And we gotta time travel for a quick second to go back to make sure I do this panel correctly based on her outfit. Short fro. And Juana, if you're still here, I'll give you the tour of the project in just a second. One of my friends keeps urging me about practicing anatomy. I'm just like, leave me alone, Shelly. When would I ever need to know anatomy? I know anatomy, I just refuse to do it. Now I'm just like, fine, he was right. I'll give him his credit. Boom, 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 boom. But I also will take creative shortcuts here and there. Because I know how the body works well enough. Her shirt goes like this. In order to make it look cool. And when I ink it, it'll make more sense. Like this shoulder needs to do that and that. Boom, boom, boom. So I think I'll probably come back to this page, but I'm gonna start sketching out the other one so that I can make sure I catch the idea before it disappears. Let's see. One I said nice, thank you. Eric's gonna remind me about the banner. Do both film what you draw so people can see the breakdown of various processes. Alright, Andre, I'll do that. Then do the explanation video so people can know why things are done how they are. Bet. Stacy said test it before you add water to those inks. Yes. Okay, so the pen that I'm using, like the ink, it says that it's waterproof, but I haven't extensively tested it out yet. It doesn't say it on the pen itself, but it said it on the label in the pack that I bought. But I will test it out before I do any watercolor on it. Or draw and explain at the same time like you're doing now. Just be sure the music won't have copyright strikes. Will do. To get around that, I always say go for Jackson artists and producers. People like Flusip or Geo Sama. Have lots of good instrumental. Geo actually contributed a song to a video that I did before, and I really appreciated it. So I will hit him up about that again. It's that video I did. I think it was like a Q&A video, and dude named Primo was on one of them, and Geo was on there as well. And he actually just dropped a new album, I think today. Like if you go to my Instagram story, it'll take you to Flywalker's page, and then I think from there you can check it out, because Flywalker's a local producer who's, I think, originally from Memphis, but he's been living in Jackson for at least 5 years now. The real Hong Kong. What up? LOL, I'm serious. Dreamer 1525. What up? I'm not a doctor. I don't need to know anatomy. Flusef. Gio has an album called Octopi. I really love. I think that was the first one of his albums that I heard that was really dope. Where I was like, this kid got something. He may not realize it just yet, but he's on to something. Okay, let me make sure I'm keeping. See, boom, bump that out a little bit more. Yeah. There's a fly flying around in here. And it just ran into like the painting I have on the wall. He's like, like I appreciate the invite, but I don't think I should add to your painting. I might mess it up. Kind of face. Give him his hair. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then he turns back around and is like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to give you this back. And before he can even say anything, she's already walking away. And he's like, I'll be back in like 20 minutes. You better make some progress. Oh man, the lo-fi mix is off. Hold on. Let's see. Jackson. Damn, I always thought Flywalker was a Jackson native. Learned something new. I met Gio the first time he visited Offbeat. He had no idea I had no idea I was meeting a genius. Yeah, bro. Like he's very like chill about it, but Gio is fucking dope. Let me see. Work and study, lo-fi champ. Let's go to lo-fi code and mix number 7. And we've been on here for 2 hours. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Like I'm gonna end the live stream so I can start another one, so that the file isn't too huge on my phone. So give me like 10 minutes and I'll be right back.